All right, guys, I'm excited to share with you how to transfer your image. You have cut your image down to 8 by 8 and you've laid it on your tile. You're going to get a needle tool. See this needle tool? This is the only tool that you can use, okay? You want it to be pointy, and you're going to go through and you're going to pop holes through here. How deep are the holes? Like 1 millimeter. You're just popping through the paper. You are not going deep. If you go deep, you will cut your whole entire thing up. Okay, so just go like 1 millimeter. You have to act kind of quickly, and when you're done, you carefully peel it back and you will have your design there. So then you're going to say, Mrs. Johannes, I have no idea what is going on here. Then you have to carefully refer to your drawing and you connect the dots. How deep are you connecting the dots? 2 millimeters. Like hardly any connection deeper than the surface. If you were to cut this and go deeper, you would have like a puzzle piece, and that's not what we want to do. We just want to, you can erase stuff, see? We just want to connect our dots very lightly because we're going to start building up pieces, scoring and slipping it on here. My biggest advice is at the end of class, do not leave your paper on top of your clay, because as much of a pain in the butt as it may be, you need to peel that paper off, keep the paper in your sketchbook, not in your plastic bag, and you will lose your paper. And we're going to need this paper as a template to cut these pieces out like a puzzle and score and slip it on top. And if you ruin this paper by leaving it on your clay overnight in the bag or by not working kind of quickly, you will have to redo this whole thing, and that would be so terrible, okay? So please, there's always a rule for a reason, and the reason is do not leave that on there. Now, that was like a mistake. So did you see how I kind of drove off the side of the road there? Just take your hand and you can fix stuff, okay? So my two takeaways are, do not go lower or deeper into the clay than 1 or 2 millimeters, which is like the thickness of half of a dime, okay? So you're just barely scratching the surface. And my other piece of advice is, do not leave your paper on your clay overnight, or if you don't have to leave it, and then do not throw the paper away. You need that. Do not throw it away. You will be sad and it will be very hard. Now, here's a question I get a lot. What if there's like a, see right here, there's a little piece of paper? That's okay. It will probably dry up, and if it doesn't, when we fire it, it will burn off, because the kiln's going to be like 1900 degrees. So it's just going to burn off. You don't have to pick every little piece off. My advice is to take your time on this process. It doesn't matter if it takes you 2 class periods to do this. Quality, my friends, quality. Remember, these might be going in the 8th grade showcase. I would love to highlight your work at the Board of Education. Please take your time. All right? Thanks.